Steven Tyler, a name instantly recognized around the globe, a voice that has defined rock for decades, and a performer whose energy has electrified stadiums from New York to Tokyo. Fans have celebrated him not just for his iconic music, but for the charisma, unpredictability, and raw emotion he brings to every stage. Yet, the latest headlines are stirring something far more unsettling. This isn't a tour announcement or a new album release. This time the news has a darker, more serious tone. And it's leaving fans shocked and deeply concerned. For years, Tyler's public life has been a roller coaster of highs and lows, blending musical triumphs with very human struggles. From his meteoric rise with Aerosmith to his solo projects, personal challenges have always been part of the story. But the latest developments hint at a moment even more critical. A situation that fans can't simply dismiss as the usual rock star drama. Medical updates. Family concerns and personal statements have converged, creating a picture that demands attention and empathy rather than speculation. What makes this news especially poignant is Tyler's long-standing connection with his fans. He's not just a performer. He's someone whose voice and presence have been a constant companion in the lives of millions. Now, as reports emerge, there is a mix of worry, support, and reflection. People aren't just reading headlines. They're confronting the reality that even legends face challenges that can't be sung away or performed through. This is a moment where the world pauses. Not to marvel at Steven Tyler's showmanship, but to hope deeply. For his well-being. Steven Tyler's life has always been a tapestry of brilliance and chaos, woven together with threads of extraordinary talent, relentless ambition, and a personal journey that has often been as tumultuous as it has been inspiring. Born in Yonkers, New York, Tyler's early years were far from the spotlight. His childhood was shaped by a family of musicians, yet it was also marked by instability and frequent relocations. Music even then was more than a pastime, it was a lifeline, a language through which young Steven could navigate a world that often felt unpredictable. He found solace in rhythm and melody, learning early that sound had the power to transform emotion into experience. By the time Tyler reached adolescence, he had already demonstrated a restless energy and an insatiable curiosity about performance. He experimented with instruments, taught himself piano and drums, and eventually gravitated toward singing. His voice, raw and instantly recognizable, set him apart from peers. Yet, alongside talent came challenges. Tyler's formative years were marked by struggles with discipline, impulsiveness, and the complex dynamics of family expectations. These experiences, both challenging and formative, would later become inseparable from the persona that fans would adore on stage. The 1970s marked a turning point. With the formation of Aerosmith, Tyler's life shifted dramatically. Overnight, the world saw him as the flamboyant, unpredictable frontman of a band destined for superstardom. Their music, a mix of hard rock, blues, and swaggering charisma, resonated deeply, capturing the essence of an era. Yet, the path to fame was anything but smooth. Grueling tours, intense media scrutiny, and the pressures of maintaining creative and commercial success placed Tyler in high-stakes situations that tested both his resilience and his personal limits. Behind the scenes, Tyler's life was a study in contrasts. His public persona, confident, energetic, and at times wild, masked a private world filled with emotional intensity. Friendships and romantic relationships were often complicated by the demands of fame, and his personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse, became intertwined with his professional life. These challenges, while difficult, also fueled his artistry. His lyrics, performances, and even his stage presence carried the raw authenticity of someone who had faced and survived immense personal trials. Over the decades, Tyler became more than just the frontman of Aerosmith. He evolved into an icon of rock music, a figure whose influence extended far beyond the stage. But longevity in the music industry is never guaranteed, and even the most enduring legends encounter moments of crisis. In recent times, the news emerging about Tyler has reminded fans that even the most vibrant stars are not immune to vulnerability. His journey, filled with triumphs and tribulations, underscores a universal truth. Talent may open doors, but resilience and self-awareness determine how a life and a career truly endures. Now, as the latest headlines circulate, They don't just chronicle events, they shine a light on the ongoing struggles that Tyler has faced quietly, away from the glare of cameras. This first section of his current story sets the stage, reminding the world that behind every legendary voice is a human being navigating challenges that are complex, deeply personal, and far from overdought in recent years. Steven Tyler's life has been marked by a mixture of professional triumphs and personal hurdles, creating a complex narrative that fans have watched unfold with admiration and concern. While Aerosmith continues to be celebrated for their enduring legacy, Tyler's personal journey has remained deeply intertwined with the pressures of fame, public scrutiny, and the challenges that accompany a career spanning more than 5 decades. Behind the scenes, the man known for his flamboyant stage presence and electrifying performances has faced realities that often go unreported, revealing a side of his life far removed from the glitz of rock stardom. Tyler's health has always been a subject of both curiosity and caution among fans. Decades of rigorous touring, coupled with the physical demands of high-energy performances, have taken their toll. Even the most disciplined artists cannot fully escape the effects of time and endurance, and Tyler is no exception. Musicians at his level often push past limits in order to deliver the experiences fans expect. Yet each performance carries its own set of risks. Particularly when recovery and self-care are compromised by relentless schedules. This is the backdrop against which the latest concerning reports have emerged, casting a spotlight on aspects of his life that have previously been private. Alongside physical challenges, Tyler's personal life has been equally complex. His relationships, both romantic and familial, have at times added layers of pressure and expectation. While he has always been deeply connected to his family, balancing fatherhood, personal commitments, and a demanding career has required constant negotiation. Tyler has often spoken candidly about the emotional toll of fame, and how navigating personal desires alongside public responsibility has shaped his perspective. Fans, witnessing the latest developments, are now more aware than ever that these pressures remain a daily reality for him. Creatively, Tyler has continued to push boundaries. Collaborations with other artists, solo projects, and his work mentoring emerging musicians reflect a commitment to his craft that goes beyond performance. Yet these ventures are not without strain. Each decision, whether recording a new track, performing live, or making a public appearance, involves careful consideration of both physical and mental energy. The headlines that have shocked the public are a reminder that even the most iconic figures are vulnerable, and that sustaining a career at the highest level demands extraordinary resilience. What makes this period particularly poignant is the way Tyler's fans are responding. Concern has been mingled with empathy and admiration. Rather than simply consuming the news, audiences are reflecting on the decades of artistry that Tyler has shared. The human behind the legend, and the reality that even iconic performers face moments of fragility. Section 2 highlights the tension between public persona and private struggle, emphasizing that the story of Steven Tyler is not defined solely by fame, but by the perseverance, adaptability, and raw humanity that have allowed him to continue performing at all as the world waits for updates and further clarity. The narrative surrounding Tyler underscores a broader truth. Legends may inspire awe, but they also remind us that resilience is never guaranteed, and that concern, support, and understanding are as essential as applause. As the latest developments surrounding Steven Tyler continue to unfold, the focus has shifted from shock to reflection. For decades, Tyler has been the embodiment of rock and roll energy, unpredictable, charismatic, and larger than life. Yet beneath the flamboyant exterior lies a story of perseverance, sacrifice, and personal struggle that has rarely been fully visible to the public. This section of his journey highlights the reality that even icons must confront the human consequences of a life lived at full throttle. Physically, Tyler's body has borne the weight of decades on stage. High-energy performances, long tours, and the demands of maintaining his signature showmanship have placed immense stress on his health. While his voice remains powerful and unmistakable, it is impossible to ignore the toll that years of relentless activity can take on both the body and the mind. Fans and medical experts alike have noted that sustaining such a pace requires not just talent but meticulous attention to wellness. something that Tyler has openly admitted has sometimes been difficult to prioritize amid the demands of fame. Emotionally, the situation has been equally complex. The pressures of maintaining a public persona while managing private struggles are immense. Tyler's candid reflections on his own life reveal an awareness of these pressures, paired with a determination to continue pursuing his passion. Yet the latest news suggests moments of vulnerability that cannot be ignored. Friends, family, and colleagues have described him as resilient but human, emphasizing that concern for his well-being is not merely sensationalism. It is a recognition of the intense demands of a life at the very top of the music world. Creatively, Tyler continues to inspire. Even amid personal and physical challenges, he remains engaged with music, mentoring younger artists and exploring new projects. This demonstrates a commitment not just to performance, but to the broader legacy of rock music and the artists who will carry it forward. His approach underscores an important truth. While headlines may focus on alarming developments, the enduring impact of his work is defined by passion, influence, and dedication that transcend any single moment. Fans have responded with an outpouring of support and concern. Social media is filled with messages of love, prayers, and memories, reflecting how deeply connected people feel to Tyler's story. The shock of the headlines has been tempered by recognition of the challenges he has faced and the resilience he has demonstrated over decades. In this way, Section 3 emphasizes both the fragility and the strength inherent in being a public figure, someone whose life is both a source of inspiration and a reminder of human vulnerability. Ultimately, this period of Steven Tyler's life is defined by introspection and resilience. It serves as a powerful reminder that even the most legendary performers are subject to the realities of health, time, and human emotion. The headlines may spark concern, but they also offer an opportunity to honor his enduring artistry, his dedication, and the profound impact he has had on generations of music lovers. As Steven Tyler faces this challenging of his life, the headlines may feel alarming, but they also offer an opportunity to look beyond the sensationalism and appreciate the depth of his journey. Tyler is more than the frontman of Aerosmith. He is a survivor of decades of industry pressures, personal struggles, and the unrelenting demands of fame. This period serves as a reminder that even legends whose voices have shaped generations are human, subject to the same vulnerabilities as anyone else. One of the most striking aspects of this moment is Tyler's resilience. Despite the setbacks hinted at in recent reports, he continues to engage with music, performing selectively, mentoring younger artists, and exploring creative avenues. This determination underscores the truth that fans have always known. Tyler's artistry is inseparable from his identity. It's not just about selling records or filling arenas. It's about expressing emotion, connecting with audiences, and leaving a lasting legacy. Even as challenges emerge, he remains committed to these principles, showing that perseverance is as central to his career as his unmistakable voice. Family and personal relationships have played a crucial role during this time. Tyler has often emphasized the importance of his loved ones, and their support has been a stabilizing force amid uncertainty. The bond with his children, his close friends, and collaborators provides both emotional grounding and practical assistance, reminding fans that even the most iconic figures depend on the people around them. This aspect of his life has rarely been highlighted in the press. Yet it offers profound insight into the man behind the rock star persona, someone who values connection, loyalty, and support as much as fame and recognition. Public reaction to the news has been a mixture of concern and admiration. Fans around the world are reflecting not just on the headlines, but on Tyler's decades-long contribution to music and culture. Social media, interviews, and fan communities show a collective empathy, a recognition that the challenges facing Tyler do not diminish his achievements. Instead, they humanize him, creating a deeper, more meaningful connection between the artist and those who have followed his career from the beginning. The broader lesson in this of Steven Tyler's life is one of balance and perspective. Fame, talent, and recognition do not shield anyone from hardship, and even the most legendary figures must navigate health, personal struggles, and the passage of time. What sets Tyler apart is his willingness to continue moving forward, to engage with music and life authentically, and to inspire others while confronting his own challenges. The latest news, while shocking to many, is not the end of the story. It is another moment in a long, remarkable journey of resilience, artistry, and humanity. Ultimately, Steven Tyler remains a symbol of endurance and passion. His voice, his performances, and his life story remind us that behind every legend is a human being navigating trials, triumphs, and transitions. Section 4 brings this narrative full circle, showing that even amid difficult headlines, Tyler's legacy continues to grow, his influence remains profound, and his journey, like the music he creates, resonates deeply with fans worldwide.